England has given us one of the most famous Christmas stories of all time, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. In it, one man, Mr. Scrooge, learns the true meaning of this sacred holiday. Well, we found another Christmas story that explores the spirit of giving. It may not have a Scrooge in it, but it does have a valuable lesson, well worth learning. The gold mining town of Idaho City, Idaho is a nature lover's paradise. Gwen Ellis was born and raised there.
What we like about it is just the peace and quiet, nature. We get elk come walking down the main street every now and then, and a bear or two in the neighbors' yards. It's just very relaxing and calming. We just love it.
But with a population of less than 400, Idaho City is not an easy place to make a living, especially for a single mother raising 2 young girls alone. Gwen supported her family waitressing at a local cafe.
I was just living basically on my tips and my wages. And sometimes it was very little on the tips.
Here we go. There's your BLT, and there's your patty melt.
I would work 8-hour shifts, sometimes 12, 13-hour shifts, and then come home and do another 8 hours of being a mother and keeping home. It was pretty hard.
And still, Gwen's children, 10-year-old Kristen and 7-year-old Jamie, were happy and thriving.
Hi, Mom. Hi, how are you? How's it going?
Good.
Good. You made dinner? Oh, thank you.
Despite the hardships, I think it brings a family closer together. Like, we all pitch in together, help each other. I think that makes a family.
Did you guys take your medicines today? No. No? You forgot? Remember, you guys
Money became an even greater issue when Jamie, Gwen's youngest, contracted pneumonia.
Did you?
Can I skip it one day?
No. That's why.
She stayed in the hospital for a week, and then she was on medicines for a couple months after
Get
that.
something to drink with it.
That just kind of broke the bank.
And the bank stayed broken. Even after Jamie recovered, Gwen was forced to constantly juggle the books to stay afloat.
My bills every month would exceed my income. I'd try and keep smiling and laughing to keep the girls happy, but I would cry myself to sleep at nights. Our budget was so tight that I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to have a Christmas for the girls.
Mom, can we get a new soccer ball? It's really flat.
Well, I don't know if we can do it right now.
How about for Christmas?
We'll have to just wait and see.
Kristen and Jamie weren't as worried about Christmas. They knew they'd find their mother a special gift. They were always bringing her little treasures they'd found.
Hey, Mom.
What?
Look what I found.
What do you got?
It's a present.
What is it?
A lost treasure.
Wow, it's a nice one. Good job finding it.
Oh, I've got little pieces of driftwood, different types of little rocks, little willows that are bent and curled, you know, and tied together.
We usually bring stuff home when we think it's unique or pretty or stuff like that.
These small gifts were enough for Gwen, but she hated the thought of her girls going without Christmas presents, and there was no reason to believe that the situation would change before the holidays.
I was pretty sure that Christmas was going to be pretty null and void. It was going to be pretty sad on my part because I couldn't give the kids presents. I did a lot of praying. The Lord showed me one day at a time, you know, we will receive our gifts. And our gifts from Him was the love that we had for each other.
And so Gwen decided that even if they had to eat macaroni for Christmas, they would find joy in the spirit of the holiday rather than material gifts.
What matters is giving the love from yourself to someone else. That's the most important thing.
And then, on the first day of December, something remarkable happened. Kristen and Jamie were playing in the schoolyard during recess when they found another little treasure.
Hey, Jamie, look what I found.
I really thought it was unique because it's hard to find a rock that color in a playground. so I put it in my pocket.
When Gwen arrived home that day, the girls presented her with an early Christmas present.
Why are you home so early?
It was so slow that they closed early. How are you guys doing?
Look, we found this at school.
What'd you find? What is it?
It's a pretty rock. It's a really pretty rock.
I looked at it and I was shocked.
Where'd you find this at?
I didn't believe I was looking at what I was looking at.
Look, it's gold.
We don't find gold at schoolyard. It's shiny rock.
Gold. Feel it.
I knew it was gold right off the bat because working in the mines with my grandfather when I was young,
It's gold. You bet it is.
I knew that's what it was.
Way to go.
I knew that it would change everything. I think our prayers are answered in one way or another, and this little gold nugget was the answer to our prayers.
Weighing nearly a full ounce, the nugget eventually brought more than $300 into the Ellis family coffers. But it gave them something more, something money couldn't buy.
Cool, thank you so much. That's really good.
I think that was one of the best Christmases the girls had had. It meant more knowing that our prayers were answered and that we were able to have a wonderful Christmas.
I actually think that we do have guardian angels by our sides, and they were watching out for us.
Hey, you guys, here you go.
I call it a miracle because of the hardships that the girls and I did go through, and I myself relying on my faith. I call it a miracle.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.